Imagine the world being given to you, yet feeling lost in it. Neville Goddard profoundly states that no amount of external wealth or success can bring true fulfillment to someone who doesn't know who they are. The greatest gift you can offer someone is not the world itself, but the knowledge of their inner power, the realization of who they truly are. Once they understand and apply this knowledge, everything else follows naturally. The power within us. The creative role of imagination. According to Neville Goddard, the greatest power we possess in our lives is our imagination. However, this power can only be effective when consciously controlled. Imagination is not just about fantasizing, it must be intentionally used. This is a new way of thinking for many, as imagination is often seen only as something for fun or temporary. However, Neville emphasizes that our imagination is actually our inner creative power. It is a reflection of God's creativity within us and is the true force that shapes our lives. Why should imagination not just remain as a thought? Because imagination requires not just thoughts, but also action. To turn a situation or lifestyle you imagine into reality, you must believe in it and act accordingly. You need to initiate change not just in your mind, but also in the world. Belief is the foundation for turning your imagination into concrete reality. How can we control our imagination? Controlling our imagination requires conscious practice. One method Neville suggests is to vividly visualize every detail of what you want in your mind and make it feel as if it's already real. Feel as though you have already experienced this situation and align your thoughts with this feeling. This allows your consciousness and imagination to work together to create the reality you desire. What obstacles do we face when using our imagination? The greatest obstacle is our own doubts. Thoughts like, "Is this possible?" or "Can this really happen?" often flood our minds. These doubts block the creative potential of our imagination. According to Neville, to overcome these obstacles, you need to combine belief with imagination. At first, it may be hard to accept that what you are imagining is already true, but perseverance in this process is essential. What can we tell someone who doesn't understand the power of imagination? To someone who doesn't understand the power of imagination, we can explain with examples from their own life. Achieving great success begins with imagining that success in the mind. One of Neville's teachings is that every great success and transformation begins in the mind. For something to manifest in reality, it must first exist in the mind. What kind of exercises can we do to strengthen our imagination? How can we strengthen our imagination? To strengthen your imagination, you can dedicate a specific time each day to vividly imagine living the life you desire. For example, imagine yourself as a successful business owner in the future and try to experience that life with all your senses. This is not just a thought, it is an experience. Additionally, using positive affirmations can nourish your mind with positive thoughts, thus boosting your imagination. Does belief truly activate the power of imagination? Yes, belief activates imagination. When you believe something is real, your brain accepts it as if it already exists and acts accordingly. Belief becomes a guiding force in this process. Therefore, instead of just wishing for something to happen, acting as if it truly exists and believing in it will be much more effective. How long does it take to transform our imagination into tangible change in life? This is a personal process, and it varies for each individual. However, according to Neville, the duration of this process depends on how strongly you continue with your belief. When you believe that what you are imagining is already real and take steps toward it, the change will gradually become tangible. At first, small changes may occur, but over time, these changes lead to significant transformations. If a person discovers all their power within their imagination, how can they change the world? Someone who discovers their imagination's power has the ability to change their worldview and their life. By shaping their beliefs with their inner power, they can also shape the world around them. This can lead to not only personal transformation, but also societal or global changes. A person can begin to believe in what once seemed impossible, and that belief can transform the reality around them. Living as if your wishes are already fulfilled. Neville shares a profound nightly practice. Before falling asleep, immerse yourself in the feeling of your wish already being fulfilled. This is not limited to personal desires. It also involves imagining abundance and happiness for others. Why? Because Christ, this creative power, dwells in everyone. If God is one, then every person is an extension of yourself, pushed outward. When you wish well for others, you are ultimately blessing yourself. This practice is not about fleeting wishes or idle dreams. It's about assuming the state of already being the person you desire to become, or seeing others as they wish to be. Neville asks, how would you feel if you were already the person you want to be? How would the world look to you if your desires were fulfilled? This is the essence of living as if you've already reached the end. The creative power of belief, the key to turning your wishes into reality. In Neville Goddard's teachings, belief is not just a thought or emotion, it is a powerful force that shapes reality. Quoting Robert Frost's words, "The founders did not believe in the future, they believed it in." Neville emphasizes that belief is not about waiting for the future to happen, but accepting and believing in it right now. True creation depends on the power of belief, not the passage of time, to turn thoughts and emotions into reality. Belief and reality. Creating the future. Today, creating the future is the ongoing act of turning your desires and ideals into tangible reality. At this point, Neville Goddard's life-changing suggestion is to reshape the current reality by combining imagination and belief. The founders, during difficult times under the monarchy, created a vision of democracy by believing in it, and this belief transformed the social structures and changed the world. They didn't just imagine an ideal, they believed in living it and accepted that the ideal already existed. Can belief truly create tangible changes in my life, or is it just a figment of imagination? Yes, belief has the power to change your reality. Your belief is not just a thought, it's the beginning of a creation process. When you accept that your observations and experiences are shaped by your inner beliefs and emotions, you can transform your reality. How can I develop a belief to create the life I truly want? To create the life you desire, you must first set aside your current situation and develop a deep belief in your desired goal. This belief starts by feeling the desired outcome in every situation beyond mere observations, and by mentally visualizing it. Believe that you deserve the life you want right now, and that life is already with you. How does imagination shape reality? Imagination is the first step in turning what we envision in our minds into reality. However, simply imagining is not enough. You must begin to live, feel, and believe the vision. When you truly believe, your brain accepts it as real, and the external world shapes itself to reflect this new belief. How can I use these powers despite having a bad past and negative experiences? Accepting that your past does not define you is the first step in transforming your reality. Every moment is a new beginning, and the negative experiences from your past only affect your current reality. By accepting your inner power, you can move beyond the past and create the life you want. How can I use my belief to help someone change and manifest their dreams? Developing belief in someone else's dreams starts with believing in their ideals and fostering inner confidence that they can transform these ideals into reality. Seeing them in their ideal state is the most powerful way to help others. This belief, will also reflect in them, creating tangible changes in their lives. How can I stay stronger in the face of failure? Failure can be a period where belief is tested, but it is only a transition point. When you live your desires with belief, obstacles become opportunities for learning. Persistence is the key to overcoming failure. By focusing on your goal, you can strengthen your belief with every new step, the reality created by belief. The power of belief applies not only to personal goals, but also to social changes and collective progress. The founders, by liberating themselves from the pressures of monarchy, imagined and believed in democracy. Their belief became the spark that created a lasting change in the world. To create change in your own world, similarly, you can take small but powerful steps with your belief every day. With this understanding, each individual is not only the creator of their own life, but also of societal and universal realities. The world and life you envision right now are being shaped by your beliefs. Dare to assume. Shape reality with the power of your imagination. Neville Goddard's teachings argue that imagination is more than just a thought or wish. It is a creative power that shapes reality. If this is true, then what do you imagine? Using the inner power of a person to shape their life, change external conditions, and fulfill their desires offers a path to transformation. Many people worry, "I tried imagining my wishes, but it didn't work." Neville's answer is simple. What are you imagining right now? He believes that assumptions that initially seem wrong will eventually become reality. Patience is needed because what you imagine may not materialize immediately, but this does not require you to question the power of your imagination. Persistence is the key to success. As Neville shared from his personal experiences, this is not just a philosophy, but a law that aligns with the workings of the universe. Every thought, every image, every assumption is a form of creation. So success is not just about saying you believe, but about living in that belief. The things I imagine don't manifest immediately. Why? Continue using your imagination regularly and consistently. Assumptions turn into reality over time. Failure is part of the process. Just keep going, and you will feel the change. Can I constantly change my thoughts? One day I imagine something, and the next day I imagine something else? Yes, your imagination can take different directions at any moment. However, instead of making too many changes, focusing on one goal tends to produce stronger results. Having a single vision can speed up the creation process. I've started creating the life I want, but external obstacles are still the same. What should I do? The external world is merely a reflection of your inner beliefs. If external obstacles still exist, instead of focusing on them, continue changing your beliefs. Over time, these obstacles will disappear on their own. How long should I imagine? When will I see results? It's about time, patience, and persistence. Continue imagining until you feel like you've already reached your goal. The more deeply you stay connected to your beliefs, the quicker you will see results. But remember, believe that everything will manifest at the right time. I imagine myself as something, but I haven't been able to let go of my old habits and thought patterns. What should I do? Changing old thoughts takes time. However, start embracing new thoughts bit by bit every day. Focus on the reality you've imagined and give less energy to your old thoughts. By consistently practicing new thoughts, you can erase old habits and replace them with new beliefs. If the people around me don't see the reality I imagine, does it affect my process? Your imagination shapes only your inner world. The extent to which others align with your reality does not affect the power of your imagination. As they align with your inner world, change begins. Their perspectives won't change your reality. Is imagining enough to guide my thoughts in the right direction, Or do I need to take further steps? While the power of your thoughts is fundamental, actions are also important. Taking small steps that align with what you imagine can make your vision more tangible. The combination of your thoughts and actions creates the strongest creative force. The power of selective focus. A deep dive. The world is filled with distractions at every moment. Negative news, negative behavior of people around us, and constant obstacles can disrupt our inner peace and make our lives harder. Neville Goddard teaches that we should stay away from such negative influences because the world is shaped by what we focus on. If we constantly focus on negativity, it can lead to negative changes not only in our lives, but also in the lives of those around us. However, the opposite is also true. Selective focus has the power to transform your life the way you want. Neville teaches that one of the most important ways to create the changes you desire in life is to direct your mental energy and focus correctly. He emphasizes that negative news and pessimistic thoughts should be replaced with your desires and positive visions. This not only transforms your own life but also inspires others. Positive focus shapes not only your inner world but also affects the people around you. Why does selective focus have the power to change our reality? Selective focus is based on the principle that our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality. If we continuously watch negative and fearful news, our mind will accept these fears as real. This creates anxiety, stress, and negative beliefs. However, what we focus on expands in our lives. If you focus on positive thoughts and your goals, you attract that positive energy and cause positive changes in your surroundings. Is it really possible to avoid negativity? While it's impossible to avoid negativity completely, we can control how we respond to it. Emotionally and mentally, it is crucial not to accept or internalize negative news or conversations. Instead, by choosing positive thoughts and visions, we can decide the direction in which we want to guide our lives. Selective focus is the power of filling your mind and heart with positive energy. Does selective focus only affect me, or does it also change others? Yes, selective focus can affect not only you, but also the lives of others. When you direct your imagination and beliefs in a positive direction, this energy reflects on those around you. Wishing well for others, imagining their success, or focusing on positive changes in their lives indirectly benefits both you and them. Every individual is a mirror, and your beliefs about others shape their lives. Therefore, you may also need to change your perspective on others. How can I apply selective focus to change my life? Integrating selective focus into your life is a matter of habit. The first step is to notice where you're focusing your attention. Instead of dealing with negative thoughts or chaotic situations, turn inward and focus on what you desire. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living the success, peace, or happiness you desire. This will guide your subconscious positively and shape your life in that direction. By regularly nourishing yourself with positive thoughts, the external world will gradually begin reflecting your new reality. Is it possible to get fast results with selective focus? Selective focus and vision creation can take time because your subconscious needs to be reprogrammed. However, if you continue this practice with patience and determination, you will notice visible changes in yourself and your surroundings over time. According to Neville Goddard, it's important not to focus on seeing results, but to experience the process internally and be a part of it. Initially, there may be feelings of impatience, but as you continue, you will witness how your focus changes your reality. When is the most effective time to practice selective focus? Any time of the day can be suitable for selective focus, but practicing it in the mornings or just before bed might be more effective. In the morning, when your mind is fresh, you can focus on a strong intention for the day. At night, when your subconscious is more open, The positive thoughts you have before sleeping create a new agenda. Both times help shape your mental state, living as if it's real, directing our lives with Neville Goddard's teachings. One of the most impressive and profound aspects of Neville Goddard's philosophy is the principle of living as if it's real. As Shakespeare said, he had wished to be what he was until he became it, suggesting that success should not be seen just as a goal to achieve, but as something felt and materialized in every moment of life. This means not only wishing for a future success, but realizing that success right now, in this moment, in our lives. Can we really be the person we want to be right now? Yes, we can transform into the person we wish to be by using our imagination and thoughts. As we visualize this person in our minds, our feelings and actions align with this image. This is a process. As we begin living as the person we imagine, we start noticing changes in our outer world as well. How does spending the night as the person we want to be affect our real life? Living in this assumption while you sleep allows you to mentally and emotionally internalize this new identity. Your subconscious deeply processes the thoughts you accept independently of the outer world during sleep and makes you feel this new identity in your entire being. When you wake up in the morning, you feel one step closer to becoming that person. Is living as if it's real only valid for personal desires? No, this principle is not limited to personal goals. Neville says you can manifest your wishes for others in the same way. When you hold positive thoughts about others, you bring beauty into their lives as well. This is a way to shape not just your life, but the entire world. Does this lifestyle require patience? Yes, it requires patience, but it also requires faith. Neville emphasizes that when creating our reality, the process will mature with patience. As you progress toward your goals, accepting the change internally at every step will shape your reality in alignment with it. When does living as if it's real become difficult? This practice becomes more challenging when it starts to contradict external evidence. For example, when the changes you want to see in your life haven't manifested yet, old habits and beliefs may resurface. However, at this point, Neville's teachings become even more useful because persistence and consistent belief increase the power of your imagination, independent of external reality. How does living as if it's real affect not just our individual lives? Living as if it's real doesn't just affect our personal lives. It also directly impacts our relationships with others. Focusing positively on our lives has a positive impact on the lives of others. For instance, imagining a colleague or family member as successful and happy encourages them to internalize that vision. Can living as if it's real create tangible changes in our lives? Absolutely. Our thoughts and feelings determine our interactions with the world. Living as if it's real means essentially reconstructing our reality. This change may begin as a personal transformation, but will eventually create a noticeable difference in our relationships with others and how we project ourselves into the world. Does this practice only bring spiritual change, or does it affect the material world too? This practice affects both the spiritual and material world. The changes we make in our material world begin within our inner world. The wealth, success, or health reflected in our lives are the outward manifestation of the internal transformation we've created using our imagination. What kind of mindset should we have to succeed? To succeed, we must first have a patient mindset that embraces being rather than doing. Living as if it's real is not about waiting for a result, but about feeling that the result already exists. When you trust yourself and internalize this power more each day, the world around you begins to reflect this change back to you. Is living as if it's real only a personal experience? No, quite the opposite. It can affect everyone's experience. Everything we think or experience individually reflects onto the people around us. When you imagine the best outcomes for others, these thoughts reach them as well. Every moment you live is not only a reflection of your own life, but also serves as an example for all of humanity. Embrace your creative power. Neville Goddard's teachings not only remind us that we are the creators of our lives, but also encourage us to have the courage to use this power. By recognizing our inner power and effectively using our imagination, we can transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. The first thing we need to do to create the vision we truly desire is to fully believe in this vision and develop a belief that it is real. So, what does living as if your wishes have already been fulfilled really mean? And how can we bridge the gap between our imagination and tangible reality? Neville encourages us to explore these questions. Exploring these questions more deeply can create greater awareness in your life. What would it feel like to live as the person you truly want to be? If I were really the person I wanted to be, everything would feel safer and more peaceful. Being that person means feeling my power with every step and leaving my fears behind. I would feel free because I would know exactly who I am. I would be someone who has reached their goals and trusts them fully. Why is determination so important in the face of doubt? Determination moves forward with inner belief. While doubts try to take us away from the reality we imagine, continuing with determination means not allowing doubts to stop us. With every doubt, a new opportunity arises. Determination helps us see these opportunities. Our mind shapes what it believes, and determination helps strengthen our belief. How can we overcome distractions and negativity? The best way to overcome distractions is to consciously choose focus. Every day, selecting positive thoughts we can direct our minds toward brings us closer to our goals. It's important to notice negative thoughts and not get stuck on them. Instead, we should create a stronger vision rather than reacting to them. Any negative situation you experience is an opportunity that signals the right path. How can we spread this practice to others? Helping others begins by seeing them as the best versions of themselves. Imagining that they are already in an ideal state is a great help to them. When we accept others' successes, happiness, and healing as a reality they already possess, we both heal them and reinforce our own inner power. This serves the unity of all existence. How is Neville's philosophy reshaping the world? Neville's philosophy teaches us that our inner beliefs, thoughts, and assumptions are directly connected to our outer world. If we want to change the world, we must first change our inner reality. When we recognize ourselves as creative beings and begin to act accordingly, the outer world will align with that. Fully embracing our creative power can transform our entire life. How do we find the courage to live the life we've imagined? Courage is learning to walk alongside fear. Achieving success is not always easy. Fears and doubts come, but true courage is accepting these feelings and moving forward despite them. Living the life we've imagined is about getting one step closer every day, moving forward with courage and belief. How can we view every moment as a creative opportunity? Every moment is an opportunity for rebirth. Seeing the present as a creative opportunity keeps us open to growth. Every moment that seems like failure is actually a step toward growth. By focusing on the reality we have created, we can see every moment as an opportunity. When we consistently direct our minds positively and creatively, every moment becomes a new beginning for us. What is the first step in shaping the world? The first step is believing in your inner power and acting accordingly. The world is a reflection of our inner world, not just external conditions. If we want to change the world, we must first change ourselves. Accepting our creative power and living with awareness of it in every action is the first and most important step. A deep reflection, more exploration. What are the obstacles that keep us from fully embracing this power? Perhaps our fears are our greatest obstacle: fear of failure, the judgments of others, or the uncertainties that the unknown brings. But what if these fears are just illusions created by our minds? Can these fears be overcome with the right thoughts and strong belief? According to Neville's philosophy, these limits we create are far stronger than those of the outside world because they are shaped in our minds. Now, let's ask some questions to explore your power more deeply. Is fear holding you back? The fear of failure is stopping me from taking action. What if failure is just a phase of learning? Failure is part of the process of learning and growing. Every step backward is a step toward future success. To overcome fear, you need to gather your courage with each step. Is stepping into the unknown difficult? The unknown scares me. Could consciously choosing a new path give me more power? The unknown is the space for growth and change. True freedom lies in stepping out of our comfort zone. This helps you recognize your inner strength and reach your true potential. Are others' judgments holding me back? I worry about what others think. What if other people's opinions don't affect my reality? Other people's thoughts are only their reality, not a reflection of your truth. Believing in your own inner strength helps you detach from others' judgments. Are my doubts weakening my power? I can't believe I have real creative power. How could my doubts be holding me back? Doubts weaken your belief and create a wall that limits your potential. To break this wall, you need to trust in yourself with every thought and step. Breaking mental barriers is a step toward rediscovering your inner power. Is it possible to live with my wishes already fulfilled? Is the life I've imagined truly possible? Or is it just a dream? The life you've imagined already exists within your inner reality. When you accept this, a transformation begins in the outer world. Every night, imagine your wish coming true and wake up with this belief every morning. Can I be more determined? Looking ahead? I want to be more determined, but everything has its challenges. What should I do? Determination is the key to success. Although it may seem difficult at first, each new day presents an opportunity. Focus forward, not backward, and take one step closer every day. Will I truly feel my creative power? Can I really feel my creative power? What if this power is limited? Your power is limitless. Every individual has creative potential in every thought. This potential can be activated with the right belief and determination. Can I shape my life the way I want? Can I really shape my life the way I want? Yes, you have the power to change the reality of your life. By using your imagination and belief, you can align the outer world with your inner reality. Everything you desire will be yours when you fully embrace your belief. What should I do to overcome doubts? Doubts are stopping me. What can I do? The way to overcome doubts is to accept what they truly are: temporary obstacles. By focusing on your goals positively and determinedly, you can remove these obstacles. What should I do to start my transformation? What should I do to initiate my transformation? The first step is to accept your power and create a vision around it. Leave doubts behind. Use the power of every moment